Hey everybody, it's Riesling, your Saturdays on the Queer Bears. I'm so sorry I didn't post last week. I have been so busy. It's our school show and I've dance extravaganza coming up and I've been doing a lot. I know that's not an excuse, but I'm sorry. So, last week was sports and I really don't think I have that much of an opinion on sports, so it would have been really boring anyway if that helps. I dance. That's the only sport I participate in. I don't really watch sports either. I don't even consider dancing a sport. I just consider dancers athletes. And same with cheerleading. That was one of the questions. Art and music. I don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff, I'm going to be honest, which is kind of odd. But I listen to my Lady Gaga Pandora, and that's it, unless like my friends specifically tell me to listen to something else. So yeah, that's my opinions on a lot of stuff last week, but that was last week, so I'm not really going to go into it. But this week is serious. This week is LGBTQ news. So I picked two articles, one of which Damien already covered, but I picked them on hate crimes because that doesn't happen a lot where I am. I mean, it may, I don't see it and I'm not aware of it, so I just find it incredibly shocking when it does. So my first article is about a transgender student who was slashed in a campus restroom at his college. So a 27-year-old transgender student at CSU Long Beach was slashed in a men's restroom on campus earlier this month. This happened a while ago. This article was published on April 26th, and it happened 10 days prior to that. And on April 26th, it was public. Like, they hid it. And the attack was done by someone who knew the victim. Like, they could name him by name. And they started yelling at him, and they slashed him, and the victim had "it" inscribed in his chest. I thought that was insane. I don't even know. I don't understand why people would react that way. It's someone different, but so many people are different. Like, they don't do that to people who dye their hair or who are shorter than the average person or anything. Why would they do that to someone who's transgender? I mean, they're not hurting anyone or anything. It just, I can't even understand if you're, like, against gay marriage or anything. I mean, I understand that people are religiously and stuff, but to react so violently, I think that's repulsive. And I read that article and I was blown away about how crazy people are. But yeah, Damien also covered that earlier. And I have one more article for you guys. So my second article is also a hate crime. Michael Hendola is now in jail for a hate crime. He lashed out at Jordan Smith, who was holding hands with another man. So Michael lashed out. He beat up Jordan Smith, and Jordan Smith actually suffered from jaw fractures and he had surgery, and his jaw had to be wired closed for 6 weeks after the attack for his jaw to heal. So actually, as of this year, discrimination against LGBTQ community is a hate crime. So I'm really happy it's a hate crime. I don't think it should be, though. Like, I don't think people should be being obnoxious, but I mean, I can't really help that. But yeah, it's shocking to me that people would do this to other people. I mean, it's not like they were doing anything wrong, they were just holding each other's hands. Like, that's, I don't see anything wrong with that. I've never had any of this happen in my area, or that I've heard of or known of or seen, and so it's like a big shock to me that, like, these things happen. I mean, I've read a lot of articles, but it's just, every time I read one, it just baffles me how people would do that. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, so anyway, that is my video for today, and I will see you next week. Goodbye!